Hi lads, this is some of the stuff that I've used for my traces, etc. I build all my own traces, but these things are on offer just now. These pop-ups, all these pop-ups are on offer just now. These ones here, they're all £1, and they do attract fish really well. These pop-ups here, but these ones here, these are the new Tronics Pro UV green. You just actually thread them straight up your hook and onto your line, and they do glow in the dark. So I've made 2 or 3 chases with these to see how they work. They do glow in the dark, but yeah, it's got to be really dark before you can see them. Same with these ones. These ones here, I've not used these ones yet, but I'm going to give them a try. I think they've worked out. I think they're about £2.99, a wee bit dearer than the rest, but I'm just going to give them a try. This is all pop-ups I use. This is all my kind of my terminal stuff, hooks, etc. I like using the B940s. This is where I keep all my kind of hooks, etc. Cocks and roll, pin hooks, size 4s, 6s, 8s. I've got all these in here as well. And these as well. These are made by Arno. They're kind of bait stops. They look like mushroom stops. And you just do the same. They come with their wee wires at the side, and you just thread your line through them, push them up, put your hook on, and push them back down again. And I'm giving them a wee try at some point. This is some of my terminal stuff I make my rigs with. These are all just, I don't know, these are kind of attractives as well. They're quite small. These can be really good as well. And you've got all my green wee beads. Usually put them on me a wee sequin. Then you've got your bigger pop-ups. I use them if I'm doing mackerel fishing, ledger and mackerel fishing. All the silvers, swivels. These things are really good. I've got them off of Temu. I think you get about 200 for about £2 or £3, which you buy them individual, they're about £2 or £3 for about, I think for about 10 of them. I've got other ones kicking about somewhere. This is all my spring stuff, sequins, and other bits and bobs. All my Gemini clips. This is all my crimps. They're all the same sizes. They're fed over £60 mono. And this is some of the Tronics Pro ones I was mentioning about. They were on offer as well. They were only £1, but you've got to watch sometimes. When you thread the line through this wee wire, you can see the wee wires at the top. You really got to put a bit of saliva on your line to push these up, and sometimes they do snap, but if they do snap at the corner bit, just kind of push a wire around a pair of scissors or something, and they do go on, kind of thing. Really similar to these ones here. And this is some of the other stuff I use. It's all mumbly jumbly. This is all the amnesia stuff. I've got everything in here. All my kind of my Tronics Pro for making rig bodies. Already pre-tied rigs. I've actually not used these. They're all good rigs. I got them for Tony's Tackle Shop down in Eastbourne. All kind of professionally made. But smaller rigs, really small rigs. They're only like 3-foot rigs, but they're really close in. I think a lot of them down in Eastbourne and Tony's Tackle Shop matches and that do this kind of fishing. I prefer a 6-foot trace with kind of longer snoods, but it's maybe different fishing down there. There's probably a lot more fish down there than up here. And all my other stuff. I like using the Maxima for my snoods. It ties really well. This is other wee bits and bobs I have. I have all my kind of my floats for my mackerel fishing, pollock fishing. These are kind of new traces for 2026. Pulley rigs. I'm not a big fan of pulley rigs, but I'm going to try them for the Codic granted at some point. More hooks. Piles and piles of hooks. Mackerel traces. Absolutely. Must have about 20-30 mackerel traces in here. All other bits and bobs. This is good if you're fishing a pier. You know, you just kind of tie that round. This is some of the other stuff I use. It's tie with tournament, £15. It's really good. It's about £20 for I think it's 1,040 metres, which will last a wee while. And I have them in different strengths. This is £12. They were on offer. You were getting two for like £30 last year. Bits and bobs. These are kind of good as well. I got them online from Moonglow. They're really, really good for all their UV stuff. A lot of this all glows in the dark. And you just put them up in your hook, push your hook straight through, and it goes above your line. And this is some of the reels that I use for my my day-to-day fishing. These reels here are really, really good. This one here is it's an Achios Air Loop 10,000. I'm going to use that a few times. I got it for Tony's Tackle Shop. I think it was about £164. I've got this kind of smaller version. This is an Achios Air Loop as well, but it's a kind of smaller version reel. And this reel here, this is kind of a new one. This is a kind of a Penn Tidal. It's a Penn Tidal 8,000. Really nice reel. That was about $220. I've got my small reel here. This is a Daiwa 7HT. I've hardly used that at all. It's a good wee reel. I use it on one of my rods, one of my Continental rods. I got that on eBay for about £80. Really good price, and it was reasonably in good nick. This other reel here. This is a Penn Tidal reel as well. Really, really nice reel for the money. It was on offer. It was £105. This other one's I've had this for a few years. This reel, it's a really good reel. A lot of lads use it. It's a Shimano Tiga. It's got a wee bit wear and tear on it, but I've had it for a few years, and I really recommend a lot of the Shimano stuff. I recommend all my reels. They're all good quality reels. This reel here, I don't really use this very much. I think it was I think it was a wee bit dear. I think it was here? It's a Finor LT80. It's not got as good oscillation as the rest of the reels, but it winds in really fast. But it's really for like jigging and stuff out in Norway for big cod and halibuts and stuff. And I've had it for a wee while. A lot of these reels, obviously you kind of have your favourite reels. My favourite reel just now, I like using this one, and this one, and this one here. The Alcurses and that, I've not really used much of them, but the oscillation on this is tremendous. The oscillation on this as well is really good. And they're all kind of good reels for spooling in. And obviously if you spool them on your reel wet, it's really, really good if you can reel them in wet. It means that you didn't get any twists or anything on it. I use this quite a lot as well. It's one of these lights that a lot of the painters, joiners, etc. have them. If you're in the construction, if you're doing a new building, obviously there's no electricity in the building. A lot of them have these lying about, and believe it or not, I found this in the skip. Plus I found the charger in it. It lights up your space for a good bit. Ken, it's a fair wee light on it. These are some of the rods that I use as well. This is one I've had for a couple of years now. It's a dialer air surf, 15.5 foot. I think it cost me £600 about 2-3 years ago. I think it's down to about £480 just now. And I've got a electronics blaze. That's a really good one. It casts between 100 to 250 grams. It's kind of a lighter version, but it's really good for the flies and stuff. Float fishing, I like it for float fishing. I like it for when the mackerel are in. I can just put my mackerel feathers on with a small weight because it's quite sensitive tip. This other one, this is it here. It's a Tronix Gravity XT. Sorry, X5 HT. Got that for Tony's Tackle Shop. That was about £340. And then I've got my old favourite. It's a few-year-old. It's a Daiwa Saltis, 15.5 foot. That's a really nice rod. The Tronix Blaze, I think I paid about $220 for that, but that was a few years ago, and the rods are really in good condition. This is some of the other stuff I have. I've not really got any space. This is an actual cupboard I keep all my clothes in. My wife goes absolutely crazy. Got my Tronix Pro, and these are kind of freezer, keep all your bait cool and all that. That's I keep all my reels in, etc. Plus I've got all that up there. All my kind of my flotation suit, that mustard ones for all my kind of my pollock fishing, sea trout fishing and stuff. Plus I've got the big box at the back. It straps to your back. Anyway, I hope you like my wee video clip. Obviously I've just got everything on the bed. This is it all here. I spent a lot of money, but there's probably people that have got a lot more than what I've got. What are you talking about? Even in there's a few £100 of stuff in there, even more. This as well. Yeah, so, you know, this is tied with good quality stuff. All my chases is tied with really good quality stuff. So, if everybody likes the wee video I've done, much appreciated. And hoping to do some rig tying if I can get a wee tripod to actually keep my phone on it. Like I'm saying, this is all here, bits and bobs. All your show fishermen that do the match fishing will probably have a lot more what I've got, but it's all kind of stuff that I use quite regular. I don't think I didn't have to buy anything, but you know you're a sea fisherman, you've never got enough stuff. Anyway, all the best my lads. Tight lines when you're out next.